Hi all, so welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the topic file management in Linux. So why we are discussing about the file management is more because most of the operations are performed on files only. So and to handle these files, Linux has directories which are also known as folders in Windows, which are maintained in a tree-like structure. So inside the directories we can have the directories itself, or we can have the files also. So through those directories are also a type of file themselves. So Linux has three types of files, we can say. So regular files. Regular files are nothing but a text files, images and binary files. So these files can be created using the touch command, and they consist the majority of files in the Linux or Unix system. So the regular file will contain ASCII or human readable text or executable binaries, so program data and much more. So these are the types of regular files and the directories. In Windows we call them as the folders, and these are the files that store the list of file names and the related information inside the directories. Means inside the directories we can have the number of files or the subdirectories also. The root directory is the base of the system, and about that we will have that home directory as the default one. Then we will have the user's home directories followed by the slash, then slash bin for essential user binaries and boot for static boot files. So like this, etc. We will be having types of directories. So we would create these directories using the mkdir command, and that is all about the directories and the special files. So special files are like physical devices such as printer, which is used for input and output operations. Devices or special files are used for device input output on Unix and Linux system. You can see them in a file system like an ordinary directory or file. So these physical devices or special files will be present in the system as a ordinary directory or file itself. So there are two types of special files for each device: character special files and block special files. So these are the three types of files which we have in Linux, and below are some of the commands which you can see. So first is the file listing. So to perform file listing, we can just give the ls command to list the files present in the system. And then creating files, we can use touch command to create the files. A blank file will get created. Then using the vi editor we can edit that file and write any information inside that. And to display the file contents we use cat command. So cat command, what it will do is it will display the contents of the file, and the output is very large. We can use more or less to fit the screen of the terminal. So otherwise the content of the whole file is displayed at once. If it is small, it is displayed at once. If it is large, then we can use more or less option to fit the screen. And next is the copying a file. cp command is used to copy the file. Here you can see here cp source and file name and destination. So from source to destination it is copying the file. So cp command is used moving. And next is the moving a file. mv file is used to move the file from source to destination. So it will remove the file name from the source folder and would be creating a file with the same name. So it will remove here and it will create entirely moving and renaming a file. mv command itself is used to rename the file. It will rename the file name to new file name. it will remove the file name and would be creating a new file with the new file name. So same content and name of the file will be the new name. So here if you can see MB file name, new file name. So if here it got changed from file name to new file name. Deleting a file. Deleting a file, we can delete the file with rm command. Rm and file name, it will remove the file name from the directory. So directory manipulation commands in Linux. So these are the commands which are used for directory manipulation. PWD is to check the present working directory, and CD is to navigate to the last directory you were working in. CD hyphen is a CD hyphen is used to navigate the last directory, and CD tilt symbol is used to go to the current user's home directory. CD dot dot is go to the previous directory, and the listing files inside a directory. So listing file, you can use ls hyphen l. It will list all the files and directories present in the current working directory in long table format. And ls hyphen ld directory name, it will list what this command will do is it will list out about the directory instead of its contents. And ls hyphen a, it will show all the files including the hidden files also. And ls hyphen capital F, it appends a symbol at the end of the file. For example, if there is a directory, so if we give ls hyphen capital F, then it will include a slash symbol in the last to indicate that it's a directory. If it is an executable, then it will include a star in the last. ls hyphen lt, list the file sorted by last modified time. So what it will do is it will list all of the files depending on whatever the files which were last modified. ls hyphen lh, so what this command will do is it um, will list the file sizes in human readable format, like in GVs. ls-lr shows all subdirectories recursively. So this command will show all the subdirectories inside the directory. So, and the tree, it will generate the tree representation of the file system starting from the current directory. Like it will show the current working directory and whatever the files or directories present inside it. File or directory create, copy and remove commands in Linux. cp-p source and destination. What it will do is it will copy source to destination directory. P stands for preservation. Preserves the original attributes of the file while copying like file owner, timestamp, group and permissions, etc. cp-R source directory and destination directory. What it will do is it will copy source directory to specified destination. This command mv file1 to file2, it will be renaming the file1 to file2. Rm hyphen I file name, what it will do is it will ask before we can use it for multiple files removal also. So while removing multiple files, it will ask for each and every file whether to remove it or not. So removal confirmation, it will ask if you give rm hyphen I, rm hyphen capital R directory name. What it will do is it will remove the directory recursively. rm-rf directory name, what it will do is it will remove the directory recursively, ignoring non-existent files and will never prompt for anything. So you can specify multiple directories also here. rm directory name, it will remove only empty directory. If there are any files or directories present inside this directory name, then it will not remove it. It will throw an error. So we need to be careful. We need to check before we using the command, like rmdir is used only for removing the empty directories. Mkdir directory name will create a new directory, mkdir-p. So what it will do is it will create a hierarchy of the directory, like the parent directory and the subdirectories, everything will get created at once. Touch command, what it will do is it will create the files if it doesn't exist. I will first change the timestamp of the file to current time. And the permissions. So you might have heard the permissions in Linux, like chmod, chown, chgroup. So here the first command, chmod specification and file name. So for we will be having user group and other, and plus symbol for adding the permission, minus symbol for removing the permission, R for read permission, W for write permission, X for execute permission. So if we are giving U plus R then to a file name as a specification, then we are giving user read permission to that file. So here if you see chmod minus R specification and directory name, what it will do is it will change the permission of a directory recursively, and everything inside the directory whatever are present, everything changes. The permission of everything will changes. So chmod go equal to plus R. What it is doing, it is adding the read permission to group and owner, and chmod a plus rwx, what it is doing is for this file name it is giving every permission to user group and other. This is a read write execute permissions all to all like user group and other. So for group and other, we are removing the minus r hyphen, removing the read permission for this file name, and then chown owner1 file name. So we are changing the ownership of a file to user1. Group owner file name. So here we are changing the primary group ownership of a file. Group hyphen r group owner directory name. So here what we are doing is we are changing the primary group of a ownership of a directory to group owner recursively. So in recursively means like whatever there, everything in the directory will also everything in the directory will also changes. The permission will change for everything present inside the directory. And so the these are the topics which we have discussed today. If you have any doubts, uh, you can comment in the last. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you.